Did I hear a squeak?
Hello guys, this is Mike and welcome to the ultimate guide for Alchemist in the safe lane. Now, a lot of you are obsessed with, winning games and winning and having a high MMR. This is the guide for you because this hero wins a lot of MMR in all brackets. And when I mean it, I mean every single bracket. In a mortar bracket, in low bracket, no matter what, this is the hero for you. So Alchemist in the safe lane became like a cancer pick in A server. Now also it came to Europe server before the TI. And in TI they definitely made it, a hero that kind of need to ban every time. Or since they are pro teams, they know how to counter it. But in pub games, it's still kind of hard to run over the Alchemist because you need to run them over as the 5 heroes or 4 heroes at least. So today in this guide I will show you the best items for you, what you should do as an Alchemist, how to be efficient with the farm, and that will win you a lot of MMR and improve the way you play Alchemist as well. So let's start with the first thing is early game items. You start with 6 tangos, 2 iron branches, a stout shield, and also assault because you need just some sustains in the laning stage, and also you need that region. So the first thing that you want to learn with Alchemist that you need to focus on your first double creep waves, like the first creep wave and the second one, because ultimately the enemy will try to focus on you and kill you once they hit level 2. Because for example, I'm playing against if you are playing against Bristleback and Tiny, this guy with goo and cooling spray, I guess, cool spray, they will just run you over and just kill you no matter what support you have. They just can absolutely kill you. So this is almost a dead lane for me, and I know if I can take farm the first couple of creep waves, like double creep wave maybe or 3 creep wave, they can run me over. So you need to always try to focus on the creep waves, try to aggro the creep as much as possible, because if you don't do that, the enemy will focus you and they will just try to kill you. So ultimately, just focus on your CS in the early game. Always try to play with the creep equilibrium so you can just secure as much farm as possible. Because after that, you cannot secure that much farm because the enemy will try to kill you. So there's a few rules for you for Alchemist, to kind of remember. So let's talk about the first thing, which is items, before we remember the rules even. So for Alchemist items, you need to go for face boots as a kind of first item. Then there's 2 items that you need to consider, which is the Ring of Basilisk and also the Bracer. When you should get Ring of Basilisk or Bracer, Ring of Basilisk, basically you get it if you are playing against heroes that are squishy and you kind of last pick Alchemist, you outdrafted him, and this item can give you like armor, and also it can give you like good stats. I mean damage. So Ring of Basilisk is the ultimate item if you are playing against kind of not counter for you. But Bracer can give you strength, can give you agility since you are a strength hero, and also it can give you magic resistance, and this is all what you need as as an Alchemist. Some stats will always help you so you can benefit more from that item. Now, if you notice here, this Vengeful Spirit is gonna die a bit. So what can you do as an Alchemist? After this guy came, you just see Alchemist just running away. Getting level 2 of the Grievance Greed and just run to the jungle so you can secure a farm. Where can you farm? Basically, you can only farm a few camps if you are like level 3. This is level 3 Alchemist jungling. So what camps can you farm? The small camp, the mid camp, and also this camp. And also in the safe lane, if you are playing in the Radiant side, you only can farm this camp. You can also farm this camp or maybe this camp, and it depends on the camps. Like the creeps that spawn in. Some creeps are really hard to kill. Like for example, if I see centaur, I'm gonna just dodge it, especially the big camp where you get 2 small centaurs. I'm gonna just dodge it if I'm like under levels. But if I'm not under levels, I will just farm whatever camp I can see. So ultimately here, you just see this Alchemist just farming creeps while he's level 3, eating tango with Iron Branch. He found 2 kinda camps, like big camp and big camp. He was like, no medium camp for me. Okay, I'm not gonna farm them. Just farm them. Try to even go base. Do the Walk of Shame, so you can just get some region up. Because if you use that solve, kinda is gonna be a waste. Now look, guys, I said there's some rules, right? The first rule, you need to always, no matter what, never skip any runes. Try to TP to any lane so you can secure at least 1 rune or 2 runes for you. ultimately you need just 2 runes. But if you don't get 2 runes, it's not the end of the world. But if you don't get any rune, it is the end of the world. So you will see this, the first thing that you do when you come to the lane, even if it's dead lane, right? You just try to push the lane. Why? The offlaners will try to never kind of skip any creep waves. They will not try to hunt you down. They will just send maybe the 4th position, which is this tiny, so they can just, you know, take the rune. I'm sorry, they just try to contest on the rune. But for you as an alchemist, you just try to take runes, you just try to farm, focus on your farming, try to be efficient by using the spray, which is your first ability, to farm 2 camps together, or at least like farm a camp and also stack it. So there's some couple of camps that I'm gonna show you guys that you can just farm fast with Alchemist. Now you can see this guy just farming because he got acid spray level 2. If he doesn't have it, he's just gonna leave this camp. And since this guy is gonna try to contest on his farm, what can Alchemist do? There's a couple of spots for Alchemist that can farm without getting harassed. And remember, this is minute 6. So in minute 6, you can farm these camps, which is the triangle. This is the safest spot for any carry player that can farm. As a tinker, you can farm these. As a Turboblade, wherever the fuck here that you are playing, you can farm always these triangles. And the dire side, these triangle, and also the radiant side, this is a triangle that you can farm. So always try to farm them. If you see the enemy are just gonna follow you to the jungle and try to, you know, be annoying to you, try to contest on, you know, farming your creeps. If you see the enemy offlaner staying in lane, you'll be like, this is fine, they're not hunting you over. But if you don't see him, just ditch these camps and just always try to farm here. And just basically farm camps. There's nothing to do, just farming camps here. Second sun camps, using the acid spray just to be efficient with the farm, using even the shrine so you can just pop it and just go to the jungle. Because now, let me look at the camp, at the map. You can see Bristleback obviously here trying to, you know, push the get the tower, so you can just safely farm camps together. This guy is trying to do some stacks. You can farm always 2 camps in the same time. Let me explain how you can do that by using the acid spray. You can use it here. You can either come from this side, you use it here, and you can kill both without even radiance, or you can even use it here. It depends on how you want to do it. You can use acid spray like both ways. Also, this camp with this camp, and there's this camp with this camp, this camp with this camp, this camp with this camp, and the radiant side, these camp together. You can also farm these camp together, or maybe these camp together. This camp and this camp, you don't want to farm them that much, to be honest. Like, if I'm gonna farm, my farming pattern is gonna be these camp together, this camp, and just go the triangle, farm it, farm these, farm the ancient, then just, you know, go in circle, maybe take runes and stuff like that. This is the kind of path that I usually take as an alchemist. But remember, guys, never leave the creep wave and just farm jungle. I mean, you'll be like, yeah, but you did leave it here. That was a dead lane. Like, for example, I'm level 6 here, right? If you are level 6 here, it means that you can farm the lanes that are kind of close to your towers. Like, if there's a creep that close to your tower, I would love to farm them, because always creep that will give you more gold than any camp. So if you have like double creep waves are more than just even double camps, big camps. I'm not even talking about the normal camps. I'm talking about like these camps. If you stack them even, it's still not gonna be enough. So there's a couple of things that you need also to know as an alchemist for items that you need to buy. The first item after face boot, bracer, you need to go for immediately just radiance. After radiance, you need to look at your situation in game. You can go either for AC or BKB. If you see the enemy are kind of forcing fights and they have a lot of magical damage, or even if you don't have that much magical damage, kinda you need BKB. If you don't get BKB, you can just go for AC. If you are winning so hard the game, but if you are not, try to always run every 5 minutes. Always try to farm these camps because you wanna try to take the runes. If you don't take runes, like you can see even this alchemist is just pinging at runes and he just wanna take them. If you don't take runes, they took 3 runes, I believe, or 2. If they didn't take runes, Alchemist is gonna suffer in the game and he's not gonna have that much faster radiance. If you just skip kinda the game, and I'm not gonna look at the game that much, you just wanna see that Alchemist farming pattern. You see Alchemist is basically farming always 2 camps together, getting some stacks. He's gonna stack it himself and just keep farming. It's like, you know, zero brain. You don't need a brain to play Alchemist. You just need to know how to farm, dodge, fight, look at the mini-map so you can spot where the enemy and play on the other side of the map. So you can just dodge them and just get your farm. 30-minute radiance. The guy just lost his lane and he would jungle, got 30-minute radius. Exactly, he went to minute 3 to the jungle, and after 10 minutes, it's a radius. Tell me what hero can give you a radiance at that time? There's no hero that can give you this kind of gold or this kind of, he can flash farm like Alchemist. So Alchemist, why he's amazing? Because he can get much faster time with the items. If you are playing normal hero and you are ultimately winning your lane so hard, as in, like, for example, Wraith King, and you got your Midas and shit like that, still you're not gonna get your your radiance at minute 13. You're gonna get it at least, like, max with kills and shit like that, you get it like 15 maybe. 15, I see 15 is a reasonable time, but less than that is impossible. And this is not a game for Alchemist. He got only CS, 100 CS, looking at camps, farming camps, asking his support to just ward for him. Look at the wards. He's just guarding his jungle. This is a ward, this is a ward. Why this is a good ward? Because usually they just TP here for smoke. This ward can spot them. Also, this ward can spot them because usually they also smoke around these areas. These are the areas that they smoke around. Also, this ward. See, there's even like, there's a lot of wards that are just protecting the camps. If you are playing as a support with Alchemist, remember that you need always to just protect Alchemist for farming. You don't need to babysit him. You just give him wards and place a good wards. Like, don't place a ward fucking here. I don't need it. You need to place a wards around the entries of the jungle so you can just farm. It's a farming mechanics. This is what you need to do. Learn how to farm with Alchemist, and later you can just take some fights. If you don't take fights, just try to look for kind of just farm, or maybe some, you know, fights where you can just come and take the last hits. Except that if you see a long fight, I would rather to dodge them, because like this is minute 14. Around this minute, you'll be like, the runes is gonna spawn after a minute. If I'm gonna fight here, it's gonna like be like a long fight, 30 seconds or 40. I don't have BKB. I don't need to take this fight. They did kind of go on my hero here, and they use their spells, so I can just kind of show up later and just, you know, farm. This is Alchemist. You need to not let the enemy use their spells on you. Maybe later on the game, you just take runes. Think of runes only. Don't do anything but just take runes. Even if you died once, that's okay. But dying more than once, like 3 times or something like that, keep dying, keep dying, keep dying. That's not gonna help you. So, what items that you need? As I said, after you get Radiance, you look for BKB and just try to farm it. Just farm BKB. After you get your item, BKB is one item that can help you to win most of the fights. After BKB, get AC. After AC, get Basher. Because Basher is one of the items that can help you to lock down someone, since you have a lot of like insane attack speed, and also you have on top of that you have Radiance, you have Chemical Rage, you have also the Unstable Concoction, so you can perma-stun almost the enemy and just run them over with Basher, because it's a cheap item that you can get. AC, Basher, then you need to look at the enemy lineup. If they have a lineup where they can kind of escape, you can get Bling Dagger. If you don't have kind of a catch, or the enemy have really heroes that can just, for example, Storm Spirit. If they have Storm Spirit, I will just get Bling Dagger immediately. If they don't have it, I will look at maybe after Basher, like finish it and make it Abyssal, because you want to be tanky a bit. You can get Skadi. After Skadi, you can even get... yeah, Satanic, I'm sorry. Yeah, so basically after Satanic, this is the item that you just need. If you just download this game and just watch it, you'll see this Alchemist is just farming. 20 minutes, just farming, taking some fights because he got BKB. Other than that, you just always see him the opposite side of direction, the lane where there's a fight. There's a fight here, right? Look at what he's doing. Take your runes. This is your #1 priority. Take runes. After you take runes, you just look at the net worth, you'll be like, oh my god, I'm 15k net worth and nobody can do shit to me. I have almost AC, and I can just constantly farm, force fights, and the enemy cannot do shit. You see here, after they force fight, look what happened. They took Roshan. They 2 kills, easy Roshan, they won the game. So that's everything. I hope you guys will like the guide, and yeah, see you in the next video.